The Europeana Digital Curation Case Study is presented by Levi Chick, Caroline Correa, Laurie Sanders, and Selena Chow.
Europeana is an internet portal website that acts as an interface for several participating cultural heritage institutions throughout Europe, such as museums and libraries, that contribute digitized copies of artifacts from their own collections. According to their mission statement, Europeana intend to create new ways for people to engage in their cultural history. This could be whether it's for work, for learning, or just wanting to learn more about their heritage. They envision in making cultural heritage openly accessible digitally, and they believe that this is an exchange of ideas of information, which will help to understand our own cultural diversity and contribute to a thriving knowledge economy. The purpose for the Europeana website has 4 primary points. First, it's for users. There are 30 different languages that users can choose from, primarily European languages. For the user, the website acts as a place where they can go to find all kinds of books, paintings, films, archival records, all the stuff that's been digitalized throughout Europe. It can be that one place that the user can go to find, whatever they're looking for that pertains to European history. As for institutions, it can be a good building block for them to make connections, to get increased traffic for their materials, to draw more interest, and it provides the institution an opportunity to share more of the rich history and culture of Europe. As for professionals like librarians and archivists, it's a great opportunity to exchange information. It provides a platform for distributing and disseminating knowledge. And finally, for policymakers and fundraisers, it's an opportunity to promote cultural tourism and hopefully stimulate the creative economy.
A very brief introduction to the origins of Europeana. The project came from the idea, which had been brewing for some time, of creating a single access point for European cultural heritage. It ended up coming together in 2005 as part of the European Commission's I-2010, a European Information Society for Growth and Jobs initiative, and was launched in 2008. The site initially was so popular that it was unable to deal with the amount of users accessing it and had to be shut down for about a month while they worked out all the bugs. Funding comes from the European Union as well as its member states' ministries of culture and education, and governance of the project comes from the Europeana Foundation, which consists of chairs and presidents from European associations for cultural heritage, as well as other information institutions. The foundation is headquartered within the National Library of the Netherlands. I've included a couple of examples from their collections. The first one on the left is an experimental instrument that can be found in their World of Musical Instruments online exhibit. The image that was provided by a museum in Paris. And the other 2 are from Europeana's pan-European collection of World War I materials collected from the public at roadshows that have been staged in cities all throughout Europe. And you can see the one in the middle is from a roadshow that happened in Munich, and the third one is from a roadshow that occurred in Limerick, Ireland.
The Europeana portal currently provides access to more than 30 million data objects from cultural heritage institutions throughout Europe. In this instance, a data object refers to the thumbnail or preview image representing a particular artifact, along with its corresponding metadata. Objects represented in the Europeana collection include image, textual, video, audio, and 3-dimensional artifacts. Europeana receives its content from a variety of cultural heritage institutions, including libraries, archives, museums, and audiovisual collections. Partner institutions may deposit their data to Europeana directly or through a third-party aggregator that collects metadata from a group of data collectors. The preferred method for the ingest of metadata is to deliver it through the Open Archives Initiative Protocol for Metadata Harvesting, or as a mapping file delivered via FTP or email. To provide for both interoperability and standardization, Europeana originally used the Europeana Semantic Elements model to describe its content. ESE was built upon the basic elements of Dublin Core, but included 12 additional elements specific to Europeana. While this model provided a basic level of interoperability among data standards, it was found that it resulted in a loss of richness provided in some data sets. The model that is currently in use is the Europeana Data Model, or EDM, which incorporates ESE but is an open, cross-domain, semantic, web-based framework. Additionally, the metadata for all objects is encoded using XML. As stated earlier, Europeana is a web-based portal that serves as an interface for accessing millions of cultural heritage objects. Users may search the portal through the Europeana website at www.europeana.eu/portal and may customize their searches by title, creator, place, or date or period.
Europeana's audience is very broad. Their tagline is Think Culture, and another motto I saw was Europe's History Collected for You. So they want to be broad and get everybody interested and involved in Europe's history. They are very interested in sharing. Their site is highly interactive and has a collaborative structure for the digitally curated collection. They want an audience who enjoys participating. They have another little saying that says they really just want people to use it, download it, save it, share it, play with it, love it. And how they reach this audience is through their outreach models and access tools. They want to cultivate new primary audience members, so I think the reach is broad to target anyone who's interested, and the different sites get different people interested in different content. The design of the Europeana system supports their user needs. The content and tools are open and accessible, and this facilitates interoperability between various partner institutions' data while maintaining standardization by conforming to one metadata model. Because of the standardization, users can search millions of items in 11 languages. The online interface is easy to understand, but provides many facets, so users can start with a very general search or drill down for more detailed investigation. I especially appreciate the "Can I use this?" question with only 3 options, which educates users on a general level about rights and attribution. As far as cultivating the participatory culture, Europeana provides socialized, personalized, and open access. Their social media presences include a blog, Google+, Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and HistoryPin. Their personalization tools are a search widget and My Europeana accounts. Their data is open, so they encourage people to apply for an API key and become a developer to create plugins and apps. And all the software that Europeana develops in-house is open source and available for other institutions to use.
There were a few weaknesses that were made obvious as we explored the website for Europeana. The first was a problem accessing their professional page, pro.europeana.eu. This is where librarians, curators, and archivists can share digital expertise and where users can learn more about the foundation and the project. On this page, users are able to access strategic plans and other reports that are produced by the foundation. This page was sporadically available while we were working on the assignment, and during the time it was inaccessible, no information was provided as to what the problem was or when it would be fixed. Most of us are familiar with an error message when trying to access a broken link or a page under construction. This did not occur with the professional page. It just said that the browser couldn't access the server. It seems to be working now, but hiccups like that may make users feel like the website is a bit unreliable. According to some other sources, there have been issues with modified or changing tools on the website. Users may get used to a particular way of doing something on the site or accessing certain tools, and then find later that those tools are no longer available. An example of this is their timeline view, which is no longer on the website. Lastly, there are gaps in the content that is presented on Europeana, which is something they have acknowledged. The foundation and the project rely on institutions to share their collections and on the general public to contribute to the collected cultural heritage. This problem, however, will hopefully be rectified over time as the online collection expands.
Despite some weaknesses, the Europeana site brings greater visibility to a coordinated collection of Europe's cultural history holdings. Europeana continuously works on improving interoperability so that users can visit one site and search across thousands of providers' digital objects. Europeana refines and develops crosswalks to various metadata and domain standards. Many institutions can export metadata items with OAI PMH, a low barrier mechanism for interoperability. Besides librarians, archivists, and digital curators working to standardize and share metadata of their cultural objects, the general public can participate as well. Different sites on Europeana invite users to upload their own digital objects or attend an in-person collection day, where staff from partner institutions help scan items and provide information about the site and the importance of them contributing to European history. With so many platforms for people to contribute and share, Europeana will continue to be a living, growing record of European history. We see this as a great strength. Europeana is built with a thoughtful foundation that allows continuous development inclusive of the community, developers, and cultural institutions.